that big. A Brawl money match.
The Brawl money match.
Yeah, it was a Brawl money match, and it was one of the most definitive wins, you know, after a close set. So I believe he's capable of anything.
15 games. Yeah, they played 15 games.
Yeah, no, it was
3 best of 5s.
And they were all different sets too, and became double or nothing and triple or nothing, which is I think is important to the retelling of that story, because it means that it was close enough to do it again, and then once more. What would have happened if the crowd, you know, hadn't advised against it, really?
Oh yeah.
No one really needed to see the end result of that, regardless of what happened.
Oh god. And here we have it, kicking it off. I mean, they start on FD. I'm not too familiar with either of these characters' strengths, but I would imagine for Sheik in the long game, needles are very important.
Yeah.
I mean, dudutsai does have that camping ability, but Sheik, one of those characters that does have a decent enough projectile to kind of tack on percent when Puff is playing passive, but Tori loses her jump and she doesn't know where it went either.
Yeah, kind of traditionally people see Sheik losing in this matchup, particularly because Puff's crouch kind of Sheik needs to get in, dash attack really being the way that she does that in a lot of matchups, and as exhibited there, Puff's able to kind of crouch under it and rest it for a punish. So
that was incredible.
Won't kill Tori just there, but I also know that Tori wanted to play Sai.
Really? Why is that?
Or maybe I know Sai was. We were in the friendlies room watching these sets, and I think Tori was ready to fight either way. So that's
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Prepared is the word.
Exactly.
And, I mean, Bonfire's had some upsets on some great top 100 players.
Yeah, the first big time I remember hearing Bonfire, actually, was, Bonfire was at, I think it was Tri-State, Arcadian or something, and Bonfire either came, like, top 3, somewhere in top 8 of Tri-State Arcadian, and I was like, of course, you know, someone who's considered, you know, at this point an upper mid-level player is going to other Arcadians and, you know, making a name for themselves, so that's super interesting.
It's incredible.
Okay, so cool. Yeah, it's gonna be a patient one. We know, we know. If you know anything about dudutsai, if you've ever heard the name dudutsai, maybe there's an angry tweet about him on the internet somewhere. You probably know that he camps. Yeah, he's a big fan of the ledge when he's in the lead, but
he's got mental fortitude, and that's what makes this strategy work for him.
Exactly. Melee is not only the pressing of buttons, but the mental fortitude. Keep that in mind, folks, as going forward.
Out-tilt your opponent, play as gruesome as your net play opponents do to you.
There's like angry Leffen tweets in response to that already in existence.
Oh, God.
Mental fortitude. So both players are doing a really good job of, I mean, you know, kind of in this matchup, it becomes spacing aerials against each other, especially without platforms.
Ooh, getting burned. dudutsai not converting that edge guard.
Yeah, both these, you know, with Puff being slow and Sheik also kind of being slow in recovery, yeah, kills off the side are going to be tough.
They are, and Bonfire is actually known for just being great at recovery. I think that the way that she mixes up the timing of her up B really nets her a lot of opportunities with how she's able to mix that hitbox in there and make it difficult for Puff to kind of weave around and get that clean edge guard.
Yeah, and you mentioned earlier, like, needles are super important in this matchup because, you know, damage is anywhere you don't have to be directly on top of Puff to hit her is good news.
Yeah, Puff's got that capability to just jank you out.
Just get away from me.
The one-touch kill.
Exactly. Yeah, the less you touch her, the better it is for you, kind of, as we can see.
Did you see that down smash, the tech chase grab?
Yeah,
I mean,
but the mash. We're a bunch of dirty button pressures out here.
And now you're seeing how Bonfire is milking out her ability to play this matchup. You said earlier on she wanted to play against dudutsai.
I'm sure.
Showing why exactly that is.
And this is, you know, like I said, a matchup that is, you know, usually considered not to favor Sheik. So this is
I would not honestly have no opinion on the matchup.
Plup even, you know, will play Fox against Hungry Box in this matchup. A lot of Sheiks
Plup being one of the best Sheiks in the world.
Exactly.
And Bonfire trying to show how good she is with Sheik. Almost taking this game over dudutsai. Definitely the underdog here.
Not gonna
maybe
kill
one more.
Yeah, we're gonna, you know, dudutsai ready for, if he's ready for anything, he's ready for that. So DI, you know, with Puff, your DI is obviously gonna be spot on. But that'll do it. Bonfire takes game 1.
And now I kind of wanted to say, now that I see what Bonfire is doing, it's that downward angle needle on Puff. Because her jumps are good, though her later jumps are not. They're shorter.
Yeah.
And you generally have to spam them, and the more that Bonfire is able to hit dudutsai with needles off stage, the more in a pressure situation he is.
Yeah.
He needs that ledge to refresh his jumps, and
yeah.
most Puff players would panic in that situation.
And you'll notice on FD in particular that Puff, really when Puff is most vulnerable is when she's jumping and when she's landing. So without platforms, Bonfire's able to pinpoint those times when, it's more particular when she's jumping, when she's landing, and able to punish. So I think FD made sense as a first pick for Bonfire.
Going back to a longer stage as well.
Yeah. And, this is kind of an auto counter pick for Sai. This is...
He loves Dreamland.
Yeah. Well, and that's Puff's best stage, I think, no doubt. Ooh, relatively early rest.
And the area of stage that dudutsai was on made it so that Bonfire could not net the optimal rest punish, even though she didn't even go off the top. That's how big Dreamland is, and it shows kind of why dudutsai really likes this stage.
There's going to be a lot of, in kind of floatier matchups, Sheik being on the, on the floatier side in terms of weights. A lot of, how Puff's thing is spacing back air?
Yes.
Is jumping up and spacing back air. A lot of floater airs will kind of have to do the same thing, even not with back air, but, kind of a big long hitbox away from the central body. You kind of have to space back airs back. Sounded like a Dr. Seuss poem. But Puff really has the ability to slow down the pace of a match. Because if you try to rush it, Puff, you get hit.
Oh, yeah, and you just saw that right there. Bonfire swinging a bit too much. dudutsai coming underneath, getting that up air. But Bonfire turns it around. Slobber knocker kind of neutral. Both of them just swinging at each other.
Yeah. But really hard to get follow-ups because, Puff being so floaty at a high percent.
Ooh, gets that nice shield grab. dudutsai runs in, grabs stage, and then makes Bonfire whiff the aerial.
Sneaking out there. So again, kind of with spacing aerials, trying to wall dudutsai out. Bonfire air dodging off the ledge, though.
And I wonder what she was actually going for there. Definitely at that height where you couldn't get back to ledge. Not so quite, at least.
But especially in best-of-5 situations, I know a lot of players will view, if Dreamland isn't their favorite place in the matchup, especially against Puff and especially Sai. Once Dreamland's over, if you do lose, worst case, you don't have to play on Dreamland again.
Exactly.
And that is a little bit of relief for people.
And Fountain's probably not the worst, especially with low platforms. Sheik does have that disjoint, so let's see if we do see her go there in the future. But right now, you're seeing a lot of zoning from Bonfire, trying to hold the center stage.
Playing tag.
Just comes right in there.
Yeah, we got a lot of tag in these kind of matchups.
Ooh, that was a nice nair onto the platform from Bonfire. Unfortunately, she's not able to convert it.
Yeah, both these players are extremely good combo D. I know, where to hold to not get these follow-ups, because any extra percentage is not where she'd want to be.
And that's the name of the game with Puff, certainly. A character where if you do have good DI, you will dodge a lot of moves, but dudutsai, some crispy movement around the ledge, takes it from Sheik, and Bonfire unfortunately loses the stock. But talking about losing it, dudutsai misses the rest.
65 is hard to kill Puff at, though, so Bonfire will just be kind of working up that extra percentage. I know Greg said extra gravy. I liked that earlier. I'm going to start doing that as well.
Extra gravy.
I liked, a little extra credit. So Bonfire, never give up. Bonfire is pure of heart, is strong. Bonfire looks at Puff with 3 stocks and says, I'm going to go get him next game.
Yeah, maybe, because dudutsai gets the nice JV3 there with that crouch underneath the, the mist grab?
Yeah.
And gets the nice rest going.
Looked like a JC grab, I believe.
Some good stuff from dudutsai for certain. And Bonfire already starting this game off in the corner. Turns it around, though. Both these players are just sort of fighting for stage and then aerialing, zoning the other opponent out with just some long hitboxes. dudutsai opting for nair, and Bonfire doing lots of bears and nairs.
I think we'll see Bonfire try to kill off the top a little bit more on this stage.
Oh yeah.
I think that's definitely a proper utilized tool if she to take advantage of something like Puff here.
Ooh, get some nice needles in there off stage, but dudutsai grabs that ledge. But the up air, like you said, off the top.
Kill. Yep.
I was not even thinking about the up air. You just rarely see it from Sheiks unless they are going for that kill confirm.
Like I said, I am a floaty player, so like in floatier matchups, I especially know that.
God.
Oh yeah, this is not the fun one. This is not
down
the
throw.
Fun. Yep, I get down thrown, and it. Oh boy.
Oh man, yeah.
Not much I can do.
Has great grab and kill confirms off the down throw, and showing that Bonfire on the showcase with that up air. I mean, she's upset right now, but she's up right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she should honestly take that to heart because right now she's playing dudutsai.
Yeah,
And
but
dudutsai's great.
you know, as we saw in the closing of the last stock, Sheik's recovery is pretty linear. Sheik's recovery is, you know, pretty easy to edge guard, if not the first time, in a rinse and repeat fashion.
Exactly.
So it's, and Puff being one of, you know, with 5 jumps, very capable of edge guarding other characters. But a whiffed rest.
And you talked earlier about how hard it is to get an optimal punish on Puff with Sheik. She doesn't really have too much off the down throw if she's not at that kill percent.
Yep.
But
So it's just kind of playing tag. It's you get a few hits back and forth until someone's at kill percent, or Puff gets a rest.
And we've seen dudutsai go for a lot of those rests, just showing exactly why Puff needs those in the matchup.
Yeah, and you know, dudutsai is someone who, you know, like I said, knows his DI, isn't about to give up anything for free.
And
that'll kill off the
attack.
top. Yeah,
that was nuts.
Bonfire very aware of her percents.
Nice back air, some chip damage, all she needs to make sure that Puff can't play as grounded as she wants to.
Sai in no hurry.
Oh no, that's another whiffed grab into the rest.
Like I said, and that's, you know, kind of the bane in a lot of cases. Ooh, Puff off the side though. Sai gets a little eye roll there, yeah.
dudutsai just takes one.
The Bonfire Classic, the down smash.
Ooh, and I like that fade back nair to catch dudutsai trying to go on the counter aggressive.
Well, yeah, Bonfire playing suddenly very aggro a stock up. Off the side though, wow, that was sneaky.
She's definitely going, like, pushing down dudutsai's throat, taking all the space that he has, and then fading back with it.
Yeah, able to get off ledge as well, which is not easy.
No. Not against Puff. It's so scary going off ledge and trying to counterattack this character, almost meaning certain death even if you trade.
Bonfire doing a great job of mixing up ledge options, though. We have a wave dash back grab.
Gets the DI and
wow, Bonfire up 2-1 against dudutsai.
That was a 2-stock.
Yeah.
Convincing. I mean, obviously the SD from dudutsai, but Bonfire showing that she didn't exactly need that stock because she was already convincingly winning it from the beginning.
Exactly.
Good stuff.
Yeah. See, going forward, I'm excited to see some more good old New England Melee.
This is what I wanted to see, the Fountain of Dreams.
Yeah, we mentioned that.
Mainly the neutral. dudutsai has been playing really grounded, looking for missed grabs and looking for up tilts in order to convert into rest. But now with these lower platforms, I'm wondering if Bonfire is going to be able to camp with some of these platforms and mix in some nice disjointed hitboxes to zone Puff out.
And we saw on FOD, if you remember, you know, Bonfire did a really good job not having platforms. So in a lot of senses, the stage can offer that.
Exactly.
You know, with the two platforms moving down. I believe randomly someone tried to convince me otherwise, and I don't think I believe it. So
it's difficult when your character lands a hit stun.
Yeah. Because
you are limited with jumps. That's the advantage that Puff does have. She can just fall beneath the platform and come right back over it with no lag, while other characters generally have to throw out a hitbox to protect themselves.
Yep. dudutsai carrying Bonfire out. It's not over yet.
The up smash, though, catching Bonfire on the way down.
But dudutsai's not afraid of trades, especially not now. I'm just able to clip her right off the side.
Magnifying glass back air. But Sai sees all.
Exactly.
Yo, Bonfire threatening the downward needle.
Bonfire's not afraid to wait. Sai's not afraid to wait, and Bonfire's not playing that game.
I really like what she did there. She threatened the downward needle, and then Sai came in to come overhead and come in at the downward, the diagonal. Bonfire wave dash back and just answered with that fair.
Yeah, both these players are extremely adaptive.
Strong neutral.
And especially when you're playing the same neutral situations kind of over and over again, as this matchup, you know, permits. Yeah, they're learning. They're learning as they go along.
For sure. Yeah, dudutsai definitely the one to milk out time in order to digest his opponent a little bit better.
Yeah, and
talk about learning.
Yeah, it's gonna be stray hits trying to kill Sai. There we go. Again off the top.
That was nice though. I like how she camped out the ledge, limited dudutsai's options once again, forced him high, and then took the kill from there.
Exactly. So dudutsai, you know, with a slight lead is not gonna be in any hurry.
No, he's very descriptive how a Puff player should play and how dudutsai does play.
Yep, face away and throw it out. Going for it looks like, you know, pretty early kill though. Or not early kill, rather early kill on his stock. Why not get the stock lead as well?
Forward smashes and mixed grabs. Some interesting neutral right now.
Yep. Creativity, some jazz.
clipping Bonfire here and there. A lot of percent, but no kill.
Sai not?
I don't know
Ooh.
if he's toying with his food.
I think, yeah, I think getting off ledge is always an interesting play. Seeing Bonfire get back is, you know, it's the. It makes it hard to call.
Every time I see dudutsai hit me with like the same move 8 times in a row, I don't know if he's trying to tilt me or if he's just really playing Melee super well, and I don't know.
It may be both.
And I just don't get. I'm not good enough.
So Bonfire challenging Sai on the ledge a little bit, which, you know, not getting punished for, but really not getting many straight hits off of it either.
Ooh, and I
But
like
Abe,
that back air and
it's
a dash back nair fair.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit of percent though. Like I said, a lot of rinse and repeat, a lot of racking up little damage and then getting a hit that finally does it.
It was good because I hear the issue with Sheik is that it's tough to get double hits or triple hits on Puff. Usually it's just one and
Definitely.
done. So that back air to smack was really strong for him.
Ooh.
Bonfire.
That was, again, what we saw that whiff grab. That definitely could have been a Bonfire playing with fire. But
He's going to need it. Dudutsai is just so strong. He's 118%, still not dead.
Still, it's going to be quite some time before, you know. There we go.
There it is, the strong fair. Noticing that Dudutsai is fading back once again.
Stocks once again even. Ooh, high recovery from Bonfire and getting punished pretty hard for it. She tries again, successful this time.
Ooh, I didn't like that. See, she went high and above Dudutsai by accident. Dudutsai had that nice D off the fair and came right underneath her for the counterattack.
Dudutsai drops the edge guard though. Bonfire able to get back to center. Ooh, I think that ups that if she held that up smash, it may have connected. But I agree with the call off.
Turnaround situation, gets a nice bear off of it. Up air,
Not
almost
gonna
off the
kill.
top.
Oh no, it's we got some time. Side's got a lot of percent in him left.
And that's just the tripe that Sheik has. Off the upbeat, no drift at all, just goes straight down to her death.
Yeah, very easily punishable.
That was nice, the double jab into,
Yeah.
into shield drop fair. Very strong shield pressure. Gets the shield poke off the fair.
Bonfire hitting the up air and side teching it.
Oh god.
Wow.
some
yeah, whack some
back
whack
and forth.
some whack DI involved as well. It'll be interesting to see if Bonfire can take this Sai's last stock of the tournament.
Even, and it's 2-1 Bonfire.
Wow, what a life we live in.
Oh, and
Sai
these crouches.
is crouching threateningly.
I really like how Bonfire is doing forward tilt a lot safer. You saw how she was
Yep.
able to safely clip Dudutsai right there.
Yeah, Bonfire not letting nerves get to her. Ooh, that jab and dash away. I like it.
Just smacks and leaves him.
Yeah, Bonfire's movement, you know.
This could be it.
Both of them so patient. Patient? I'm so excited I can't speak.
I know. Like, all she needs is a dash dance grab and some strong conversion.
And Bonfire, you know, with 2 minutes left, Bonfire having the percent lead right now
Oh, I
is so
didn't even
important.
look at the clock. Oh, my lord. If Dudutsai wants, he could make it that type of game.
But it's, like I said, with Bonfire with the percent lead. It's not that game yet.
I don't know. It
It's
looks like
not
he's trying
that
to make
game
it that
yet.
kind of game.
Yeah.
Now it looks
If
like Best is the
Bonfire
only
could,
thing.
you know, I think Bonfire could time Sai out.
I think both players. Ooh, that's
That'll
it.
do it. Bonfire will continue on into the bracket.
Big upsets. Big upset. Dudutsai's out
That's
of the bracket.
That's actually.
That's big.
Yeah. No,
That's
that changes
big.
things.
Dudutsai was honestly favored to
I'm good.
upset a lot of Spacies mains around here. And
Yeah.
a Sheik
Dudutsai
player.
had the master plan.
Oh my god, I'm just actually surprised by that.
Me too.
I was a favor of Dudutsai to at least make top 4.
I know
That's the
that. I know it was a
player.
lot of that was a lot of bracket predictions. That's gonna be
That's good.
maybe some more Brawl will be played now. Maybe
Dudutsai needs to
we'll
make
maybe
up
we'll go
his-
play some more Brawl.
make up
Wow,
his losses
but
in
Bonfire
Brawl.
moving on. Yeah, Bonfire showing that she's
Top 8.
That's pretty impressive.
Dudutsai out at 9th, guys. Wow, insane stuff. So, New England Invitational already shaping up to have a couple ups.